okay?
When can we see her?
Don't worry, boys. Your mother is safe at Grandma's house.
Is the building going to fall down?
No, Teddy. I was in a lot worse places than this during the war. It sounds scary, but it's just noise. The noise won't hurt you. Plus, we're in the basement. It's practically a fallout shelter. Just keep back from the window.
I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
We can't go home, Ace. You heard the radio announcer. The Robot King has been using those flying machines of his to drop bombs on the city, on anyone who won't pay his ransom. The Brass Lantern needs us all to stay inside, to not use any electricity.
But it will be dark soon.
I want to go home.
Listen, boys. I know I'm not your mother. I know she's the one you want right now. Aw, who am I kidding? You barely know me. Because of the war, I wasn't even there when you were born. But you have to trust me. Stuff like this, I've been through it before. We'll make it. We just have to stay...
Did you hear that?
Is that Mommy?
Not your mother, boys. But it is a woman. And from the sound of it, she got caught in that last blast. Damn it! Hell's falling from the sky! If I leave her out there...
Daddy, what's happening?
Boys, I'll be right back, okay? I'm just running up the street so I can bring that lady down here. Make sure she's all right.
But the Brass Lantern said...
I know what the Brass Lantern said, Teddy. But that explosion, that light... I just hope that the Beacon of Justice is still alive.
The Brass Lantern. His justice is not blind, it's blinding. Believed to be an immortal beacon of justice, the Brass Lantern is secretly a mortal man in the guise of Matthew Arnold, former war hero and heir to Luxon fortune. Together with his fiancée, Elena Dare, he combats the forces of evil with a brass mask that emits a light so bright it blinds any foe. Blinding light, blazing guns, nerves of steel, and a mask of brass. Evildoers don't fear the dark, they fear the light of the Brass Lantern. Tonight's adventure, Death Swarm of the Robot King. The events and characters depicted in this audio play are fictitious. Any similarity to any actual person, living or dead, is purely coincidental.
Matt, no, don't.
Who's Matt?
Huh? What? Who?
Whoa, lady! I admit I was a gentleman and didn't frisk you, but it looks like I should have.
Oh, my head. Where am I?
You're in the basement of Meeple's Tavern. I'm Gig, the bartender. This here's my boy, Ace. And that one you're holding a gun on is his twin brother, Teddy.
Gun? Oh, sorry. Reflex.
Some reflex? What'd you do during the war? Espionage?
Debutante.
Right. Had to learn to fend off the suitors, no doubt.
Listen, Greg.
It's Gig. Gig Reimer.
Gig. I appreciate your bringing me here, but I need to get... Ugh.
You're not going anywhere with that leg, miss.
Dare. Elena Dare.
Thought I recognized you, Miss Dare. Wasn't sure, though. Under all that dried blood and soot.
Oh, I'm sure I look a mess. My leg. It's in a splint. Did you?
Combat medic. 94th Infantry.
My fiancé was with the 94th.
Who hasn't heard of Roosevelt's butcher, Matthew Arnold? He know where you are?
We were separated. I was on my way to his office in the Luxarn building.
Doesn't he live out in Beacon Hills? Why risk coming out to the city?
The Luxarn building is the tallest building in Beacon. The Brass Lantern.
Just noise, right, Daddy?
Yeah. Yes. Just noise.
Don't worry. The Brass Lantern's plan will work. He'll defeat the Robot King.
By turning out all the lights and keeping everyone locked up? A bar's no place for kids in the best of times.
Why aren't you at home?
It's a long story.
I'm not going anywhere with this leg. You said so yourself.
What were you saying about the Luxarn building?
The Brass Lantern discovered the frequency the Robot King uses to control his flying contraptions. Electricity interferes with his ability to detect it, but if he can keep all of the electricity in the city shut off, and if he can get high enough...
He can trace the signals back to the Robot King's lair?
But the Robot King is not going to go quietly. Things will get a lot worse before they get better. Which is why everyone needs to shelter indoors.
What happens when the Lantern finds this king?
Knowing the Lantern? Regicide.
You okay with that? You sound a little bloodthirsty.
I try, not to be.
It's okay. I get it. I do. So tell me something. If your boyfriend is helping the Brass Lantern, what does that make you? This mask. You were wearing it when...
I can explain.
I don't need you to. I don't want you to. Just tell me. Is the Brass Lantern still out there? Are we going to make it through this?
I hope so.
But you don't know. Great.
So, why are you here with your children in the middle of a citywide lockdown?
Boys, see those boxes over there? They'd make a fine fort, don't you think? How about stacking them up just like blocks?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You don't want them to hear.
Look, I've been trying, but I never met my boys until I got back. Their mother was their whole world. I was a stranger.
So you brought them to a bar for father-son bonding?
I got hurt in the war, Miss Dare. Hurt kind of bad. The way a man really wouldn't want to be hurt.
You mean... Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't feel bad for me. I'm still a man. Self-pity's a luxury I don't indulge in. But Veronica, their mother...
She didn't take it so well.
She tried it first. Then she got this new job. Receptionist for a fancy lawyer. Started staying out late after work.
Gig, does she know you have the boys?
It's not like I can call her. Phone lines are dead.
Where is she?
I told the boy she was at her mother's, but I guess she's probably at home.
And worried sick.
I can handle a lot, Miss Dare. Some guys lost legs, and hands, and arms. I lost my... But I won't lose my dignity. My pride. And I won't lose my sons.
What was that?
It came from upstairs.
Anyone else here besides you?
Shouldn't be. Then again, you weren't supposed to be here either.
Get behind those boxes with your children.
Hey, what's with the gun?
That explosion I got caught in? It wasn't random. And one of those death-dealing flyers came right at me. And before I lost consciousness, I saw a figure.
Maybe they got hurt too. Found their way into the bar for shelter.
You want to bet your kids' lives on it?
You're one of his agents. The Brass Lanterns.
Right now I am the Brass Lantern. And when the city's on lockdown, anyone outside their home is a criminal.
We are outside our homes, Elena.
Proving my point, Mr. Reimer. Gig, cover your eyes.
What the?
Holy cow, that's bright! Blinded me through my eyelids!
Was that a bomb?
No, Ace. Bombs are louder.
Who is it? Who's down here?
Baz Sugarnotch?
You know this man?
Don't know him. Know of him. He's the attorney Veronica's working for.
Mr. Reimer? Is that you? Can't see a thing.
What's he doing here, Reimer?
I was about to ask him just that.
Damn it, man, I'm here for Ronnie.
Veronica, my wife, isn't here, Mr. Sugarnotch. Figured she'd be with you.
If you've hurt her, I'll...
Why would I hurt my own wife? The mother of my children.
Who knows what a man in your state is capable of? If you're a man at all.
You're lucky my kids are here, you ambulance chasing...
Boys, settle down. or I'll join your little shooting match. And I'm the one holding the gun.
What the hell was that light? Jeez Louise.
Never mind about that. What are you doing here?
I knew you tended bar at this place. I tried calling Ronnie before the phones went down, but got no answer. Drove out to her place.
It's our place.
Drove out to the place.
We're in lockdown.
What? A cop's gonna arrest me? Come on.
Your car generates electricity. That death swarm was for you. The Robot King must have thought you were the brass lantern. He's the only one who should be out on the streets.
Yeah, I remember. There was a swarm in the sky, like angry hornets, and then...
You're lucky to be alive.
Man, when they catch that Robot King, I'm gonna sue him for all he's worth. That car was a Bentley.
How impressive.
What's the matter? Don't like rich guys?
I'm in love with a rich guy, but you're bankrupt where it counts.
Oh, what do you know?
She knows a lot. That's Elena Dare.
No kiddin'. You're a bombshell in all the magazines. I didn't recognize you under... Is that blood?
Can we talk about my wife, please?
Yeah, that's who I came here looking for. I got a place out in the hills, a bomb shelter. I'm talking end-of-the-world bunker here. Was gonna offer her to stay. No room for you though, pal. Only one bed.
You son of a...
I don't like that word. And you, Mr. Sugarnotch, have you no decency? Bad enough you're seducing a married woman.
Whose children are hearing all of this.
But you put the entire city in danger by breaking the lockdown.
Come on. The Robot King? It's a hoax. Probably the banks and insurance agencies scheming together.
You nearly got yourself and me killed.
Okay. I'm sorry, alright? Listen, since I can't find Ronnie, you'd look pretty good after a shower. I can even get past the gimpy leg. Ah! Holy babe, you pack a punch.
That was me holding back. Next time, I'll use lead.
You threatening me?
No, I am. My wife is missing now?
Don't blame me. She probably went out looking for you. I mean, you took the kids, right? Which is kidnapping, you know. And now that I've seen it myself, I'll represent Ronnie in court, and you'll never see them again.
Don't threaten me, you simpering...
Calm down, boys. Or I'll do it again.
Ain't that the brass lantern's mask?
It's a mask. I'm helping him.
Wait a minute. You've been giving me grief for being out after lockdown. What are you doing here?
I just told you.
So Little Miss Glamour, Elena Dare, is running around helping the lantern. I don't believe it.
I don't care what you believe.
I'd accuse you and Reimer of being an item. Except, I know his little problem, and from what I hear, it's real little.
I'll show you.
Ah! Stop doing that!
Sure. I'll use the gun next time. And that's a promise. Now settle down, both of you. The children are scared to death.
Ace, Teddy, I'm sorry, boys.
Mommy's missing? You said she's at Grandma's.
I thought she... Oh, I can't do it. I can't lie to you anymore, boys. Your mother... She hurt me. I don't think she meant to, but she hurt me. And I just wanted to be selfish for a while. Have you with me. Maybe hurt her a little too. I'm sorry.
Tell it to the judge, Reimer. But when you do, I'll be there with Ronnie.
That's it. I was holding back for the children, but... Ah!
You crazy bird! You shot him!
Damn you! So you know?
I've known the whole time, Robot King.
Robot King? You mean...
Sugarnotch, take the children upstairs to the bar. Pour them a root beer.
What are you going to...
Did that sound like a request?
No. Come on, kids, let's go.
I don't wanna.
Go with the man, boys. Miss Dare and I need a moment. Alone.
Come on, kids, root beer in the house. I guess.
So you traced the signal?
The brass lantern did.
So where's he?
Right here. Behind those boxes. He came in while you were tending to me.
I don't believe you. Ah! Curse that light!
Believe me now.
What is he waiting for? The brass lantern takes no prisoners.
Even the brass lantern wouldn't kill a man in front of his children. So tell me, Reimer, why? I know you were in the 94th Infantry, but not as a medic. You were an engineer.
And after seeing the horror of war firsthand, I set about developing robots. Robots that could fight in place of men. Airplanes free of pilots. All radio-controlled. I press this button, and the swarm will blast this place from the earth.
Taking your children with it. They have no mother, do they?
She hurt me.
So she was a victim of the swarm.
And your lantern will make them orphans.
The brass lantern has a place for orphans.
You lied. No lantern here.
The brass lantern was always here, Mr. Reimer, and my justice is not blind. It's blinding.
The Brass Lantern, created and written by A.G. Devitt, produced and directed by Matt Powers and Lift Theater, music by Oscar Stavala, sound by Matt Powers, art by Mikey Wood. Outcast: Logan Powers as Ace, Declan Powers as Teddy, Steve Halston as Gig, Matt Powers as Baz, Laura Powers as Elena Dare, and C.T. Apis as your announcer. Stay safe out there, everyone.